watching again today. Today we're going to just go straight in and go over some of my favorite Sephora collection products. Now, I know the Sephora collection is not as high-end as even something like a Too Faced product or Benefit, but it's most definitely not as high-end as something like Hourglass or Makeup Forever, NARS, anything like that. So it's definitely the lowest end of the high-end products. It's not quite as high-end as those, but it's also a step up from your drugstore brands. But I just feel like the Sephora collection just doesn't really get the attention that it really deserves. They have a lot of really great products that compare to other high-end makeup products. So I just don't know why people spend the money on some of those higher-end products when you can get the Sephora collection brand for quite a bit cheaper, and they work just as well. So we're just going to go ahead and jump on in. First up, I have the Sephora face primers. Now, I'm really big on face primer. I wear it every day. But the Sephora brand is actually really good. This is what the packaging looks like. This is the 8-Hour Oil Control Complex. The only thing I want to tell you about this is make sure that if you purchase their primers that you're staying true to whatever the packaging says. I know a lot of primers, you can kind of, like, if it says it's for oily skin, it's not going to kill you to use it on dry skin. Like, they're usually pretty interchangeable, but the Sephora collection ones, you do not want to use anything for oily skin and dry skin on the opposite skin types, because they are very, very true to what the packaging says. So this is the oil control. You definitely don't want to use this on anything other than oily skin. Like, if you use this on dry skin, you're going to be itching your face because it will probably dry your face out. But this is a really great primer. I think they run about $15. They have a collection of them. There's like 3 or 4, I think, and all different types. But as you can see, I've used this one quite a bit. But I'm just really in love with their primers. They're actually really, really good for the price. Next up is their foundation. Now they have all sorts of foundations. They have airbrush foundations and, lighter coverage foundations. But I've just found that this 10-Hour Wear Perfection foundation, it's oil-free. Mine's in the color light number 20, which is cream. I've just found that this foundation is actually really great. It lasts all day long. If you have really oily skin, I wouldn't say you would want to use this on super oily skin, but my skin kind of goes back and forth, so I have oily days, I have dry days, so I am in love with this. This lasts all day. You can really build it up, and it's full coverage. I'm all about a full coverage foundation. Even in the summertime, I wear full coverage. I don't usually, I have very few lightweight, light coverage foundations. And as far as the full coverage foundations go, this one's actually really great, and it lasts forever. I just made it, this is my second one, and I've been using it for a really long time. Let's see, you get almost a whole fluid ounce of product in here, so it lasts a really, really, really long time. You don't have to use a whole lot to cover your face and still get that full coverage. I find I really don't have to build this up. Like, one layer and you're good. It comes with the pump, of course, which is awesome. Makes applying makeup a lot easier. And then it is in more of it's a liquid foundation, but it's thicker. So it's not quite a mousse, but it's headed in that direction. So if you're looking for a full coverage foundation that will last you all day, and you don't necessarily want to spend the $40 or $50, $60 on a really high-end foundation, go ahead and try out the Sephora brand, because this is awesome. It's definitely a go-to. Next up, some of my favorites from the Sephora collection are their blushes. I really, really love the blushes, and I think, to be completely honest, they compare really well to a lot of high-end blushes. I think that I would almost even go as far as comparing them to like a Benefit style product. Even like the Balm Cosmetics. They're a lot like that, in my opinion. But here is this. These are a couple from the old collection. They just released their new Sephora Colorful collection, but these are a couple that I have from the old collection. They're super pigmented. And if you find these in your Sephora, this is the old collection. But this one is in the shade Fuchsia Flash, and this one is in Orange Punchy. So you can probably still find these online. They have colors in the new collection that are really, really similar to this, but again, there they are. Super pigmented. I'll even go ahead and show you. This is the Fuchsia. It was just like one swirl. And then this is the other one. This is more of a peachy color, so it's kind of hard to see on my fingers. But as you can see, super pigmented. They're really great blushes. And then, as I said, they just released their new Sephora Colorful. And this is what the packaging looks like. As you can tell, like, I've already, like, beat it up and, like, worn it out because it's so great. But I got this one in Can't Stop Smiling. And I'll be completely honest, I only bought it because of the name. Like, I wanted to try the new collection. I couldn't figure out what color I wanted. But the name was just so adorable. Can't Stop Smiling. So I went for it. It looks like it would barely even show up on your skin. But it is a salmon pink color. Really similar to the other one that I have. But there it is on this finger. Can't really see it. But when it goes on your skin, it gives you like a peach, pinky, almost like an apricot, I guess, shade. Just all the way on your cheek. It's really pretty. You don't have to use a whole lot of product to get the color, which is also awesome. And I think these run you about $15 at Sephora. And they're great. They're worth the $15 and they last a really long time. I've had a bunch of these and they last forever. Next up is the Sephora collection. This is their cream lip stain. Now this is in shade number 5. But it's kind of like a pink mauve color, as you can see here. I'll go ahead and just give you an idea of what this looks like here. But it's in like it's a really neutral color, so you can use it just for everyday wear. It's definitely a little more glossy than like a liquid lipstick. But these are really awesome. They last for hours. Now, I won't say they last all day because they honestly don't. But if you apply this in the morning, you'll get at least probably 3 or 4 hours worth of wear out of it if you do, like, if you layer it. So, like, put a layer on, let it dry, one more layer, and you're good. It'll go for about, I would say, 3 or 4 hours before you want to touch it up. But I don't remember how much these were, but I'll link all of that information down below. But really, for what the product is, it's great. Like, you can't go wrong. So if you're just looking for like a pop of color for a few hours, or you know that you don't want to wear that liquid lipstick all day, or you're not really into a gloss, these are perfect. So I highly recommend these for sure. And then the last of my favorite Sephora products is their Outrageous Volume Dramatic Volume Mascara. This is the waterproof version, but either way, it doesn't matter. This is what the packaging looks like. It's really kind of big and bulky, so I find it kind of hard to travel with or like put it in your purse. It takes up a ton of space, but it's still pretty cool packaging. Now, the brush is a rubber. Oops, that was my computer. The brush is like a rubber brush. It's not the fibers. But it's still, I normally hate the rubber brushes because I feel like it just doesn't do what the fibers do. Like, the fibers get in between your eyelashes and can really separate them out. And the rubber brushes don't do as great of a job at that. But this one is different. This one actually really does a good job. And the mascara is pretty thick, so you don't have to dip your mascara wand back down in your mascara for each eye. Like, I mean, you can cover both eyes with like one pump of mascara on this. So, yeah, I just really love this. It, again, lasts all day. Again, it's the waterproof version, so that could have something to do with it. But it lasts all day. It doesn't make my eyelashes clumpy. And I'm super picky about my mascaras and my eyeliners because I have long eyelashes. And when I put this mascara on, it just doesn't make my eyelashes clumpy. Like, there's just something about some mascaras that just wrecks my eyelashes. And this doesn't do that. So I'm sure this runs probably $15, $20, something like that. Again, I'll link it down below because I'm not really sure. But for the price and how long it lasts, it's awesome because I find that this hasn't really dried out. I've had this for a while and it hasn't dried out yet. And yeah, so this is another great product. So those are some of my favorite Sephora brand or Sephora collection products. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. All that information is, or all of the like buttons are down below, and I'll link all of the information for all of the products I used today down below as well. And then, of course, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to put the subscription box right up here. So go ahead and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can keep coming back every week to see what new video I have posted. So that's all I've got for you today, and I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye! Thanks for watching.